Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I add dark roots to my blonde wig. And this wig today was sent to me from Tinashe Hair. They sent me their 12-inch lace frontal bob. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to be working with Tinashe again because I had a good experience the last time. I'm still rocking their hair, like their body wave that they had sent to me. I feel like it's been like more than 6 months ago. So they're a pretty good company. Check them out. But anyway, this wig here has a nice deep part. So that calls for like a nice natural looking part and wig in general. Also, the hair is very nice and thick from all the way from the root to the tip. So to make my dark roots today, I'm going to be using box dye. I'm also going to be using toner in the shade T15 from Wella Color Charm, 20 volume developer. So just keep in mind the box dye is in the shade Natural Ash Brown. All right, so in the package Tinashe sent me, it came with a little mirror. I remember that from last time, and also a little wig cap. So now I'm just going to be mixing the box dye. Like I mentioned, it's a natural ash brown, and I learned that from Tierra Monet to always use an ash brown color when you're darkening your roots, especially for our dark skin girls. So I'm just mixing the box dye. It's pretty straightforward. The activator goes with the cream. So it's my very first time doing this method here. But I mean, it was pretty easy, and I did learn some things along the way that I would do differently next time. Like for example, here I'm starting off with the first section. I did end up going a little bit too far down on the hair for the first strand. So eventually you'll see the root like the root very dark all the way to the ear. Like I can't explain it. Like it's more than 1 inch down. It's like 2 inches down. But then as I continued, I put less of the dark color in the root. So I tried to do 1 inch and no longer. So I'm simply just, applying it gently to the root. And as it goes along, the hair color starts to change and you see it getting nice and dark there. It almost looks like a black color, but it's not exactly black. I'm using a dye brush, but I'm pretty sure you can use like a tail comb or like a toothbrush to be more detailed, but the dye brush pretty much does the job. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, so I'm just applying it to the front part, like obviously the hairline and the whole lace closure, and especially where I will be making parts. So definitely the whole top part, because I eventually want to do like a side part or middle part. And I also did put some of the dye on the back of the wig, like near the back of my head. So just in case the wind blows, I would still have some dark roots and it wasn't like a straight blonde color. So yeah, I'm just going to continue doing that until the whole front and the top is covered. Let me tell you, when I got this wig, I was pretty nervous. I was like, Roxanne, are you really going to do blonde hair? Like, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? I was so nervous, but I was just like, you know what? If anybody else can do it, so can you. So I was like, let's do this, let's do this. But yeah, I'm usually pretty skeptical about things that I haven't done before, and I need to break the habit. Like I'm on this journey where I'm just gonna just try new things. So this is how it looks after the box dye's been in. I left it in for about 20 minutes after I applied everything. And yeah, so it pretty much looks black. And I washed it out with just water. I didn't use any shampoo or anything. And this is how it looks. I did get some dye on the cap, but it didn't really affect the overall style. Now I'm going to add the toner, to take out that yellowy brassy color. I'm just mixing, I'm using 2 bottles of toner, but for each bottle of toner that I used 2 of the same bottles of the 20 volume peroxide. So I just poured the peroxide in the toner bottle, and I did that 2 times. So for 1 toner bottle, I used 2 equal parts of the cream developer. And I did that for both bottles of toner. I hope that makes sense. So once I did that, I just mixed everything together really well. Making sure that there's no separate cream developer from the toner. I wanted everything to go through, obviously equally. So I pretty much just put the toner everywhere, all over the wig, from the root all the way to the tip. So all the way to where you see the dark, I toned everything down. It's pretty straightforward. I'm just putting the product everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And I went to get my brush to brush the product through. And this is just so that no strand goes missing. I wanted everything to be, toned and in like unison. Yeah, this was very easy. As I was toning it, I could see the color changing a little bit. All the yellow was going away. I swear, I thought I saw like a purpley color and I was getting nervous, but I had nothing to worry about. And yeah, it looked like that before I rinsed it out. I let it sit for about 30 minutes. I didn't want to over process it because I just didn't want the hair to go through any more processing than it needed to. So 30 minutes. I know people leave it on for longer, but that worked best for me. So once I washed it out, I did use some purple shampoo, just a little bit of purple shampoo to wash it out, and then I used regular shampoo after. And then I got this beautiful silver color, and I was actually pretty proud of myself. I was proud, but I was still nervous. I was proud of how it turned out, like it was nice and silvery, and I was surprised at how easy it was. Like that was not even that hard. Like what was I afraid of? And yeah, now I'm just customizing the lace front by just tweezing it, taking off some hair off the front so it's not so heavy. And that part's pretty straightforward. Most people know how to tweeze. And obviously the hair is pretty wet, so I did blow dry it. The blow drying didn't work. Like it took really long, so I ended up putting the whole wig into my hooded dryer so that it could dry. So now I'm just applying the wig. You can see I'm just cutting off the extra lace around my hairline. And also you can see the 2 different tones of color on my forehead. That's just because I wiped off some of my makeup so that there wasn't any product as I was gluing down the wig. And I did glue down the wig. I used lace glue, guys. I use this lace glue called Esha. It's my first time using lace front glue, but I was like, you know what? I wanted to do it properly. It was my birthday that day. Yeah, this day was my birthday. This was July 18th. And I was like, I wanted it to be secure. I just wanted to be cute. So here I'm just cutting off some hair to make baby hairs. Nothing too fancy. I'm going through it pretty quickly. I think I know, I'm pretty confident on how I want my baby hairs to look. So I'm using the foaming lotion to set my baby hairs like how I normally do. And yeah, I use some foaming lotion to kind of lay the front down as well behind the baby hairs. That's so everything could look nice and flat. And then I'm taking a wrap strip now to set the front. So I'm just tying that down so it can lay nice and flat. And while that's laying down, I'm just flat ironing the majority of my hair. So I'm just using my 1-inch flat iron, my Remington flat iron, and just straightening the back of my hair. And everything looks like, at this point I was pretty confident that it was gonna look good, but I was still a little bit like, okay, is this gonna be too much? Is Calmer gonna like it? So in here I'm just taking off the wrap strip, and this is about 15 minutes after the fact, right? So I knew there was still some tweaking to do. Definitely needed to, you know, just make some adjustments to the front and the top of my hair, especially with the part and the color. So I did take some foundation. I used my MAC Pro Longwear foundation in the color NW45, I believe, either 45 or 50. And I just used that to define the part and to kind of to blend obviously my complexion with the lace. So I use that to, you know, blend around my hairline. And then I use my setting powder in dark deep and I just buff that out so it can blend a little bit better. So I'm just straightening it out some more because it was a little bit dry. Obviously, you know, with light color, there's a lot of dryness, so it gives you that kind of a fluffy look. But I didn't use any products. I didn't use any heat protector. I didn't use any serum. So, I mean, maybe that would have made the difference. But yeah, so I'm just taking the hot comb that I have now and just kind of slicking it back, you know, to show off my dark roots that I created. And yeah, that does make a bit of a difference when you have a hot comb. Everything just looks a little bit sleeker. So I'm not smiling at this point, but I actually really love what's going on here. I'm containing myself. I'm containing myself. I really felt like a little black Barbie, to be honest. So yeah, I was like imagining the things that I could do with my hair, like cut it, curl it. But at this point, I was so satisfied. I needed to go because we were going out for dinner for your girl's birthday. And yeah, look how cute everything turned out. Thank you so much, Tinashe, for supplying me with this cute bob. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to check out the details below if you want to try the same exact style. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.